Introduction to reproduction. Nothing survives forever. Still, life continues in this universe. Do you know how it is possible? It is because of reproduction. Reproduction is the most fundamental feature of all living organisms. Now, the question arises, what is reproduction? To produce fertile young ones of their own kind for the continuity and multiplication of their race by living organisms is called reproduction. Now, question arises, what is system of reproduction? All body organs that help an animal in reproduction is called reproductive system. Kids, all of you already know two modes of reproduction. One is asexual, in which there are no sex organs. Organisms reproduce by binary fission, multiple fission, budding, fragmentation. This mode of reproduction occurs in lower animals like protozoa, poriferan, and Coelenterate. Now, in sexual reproduction, there are special sex organs called gonads are present. Gonads means testes in males and ovaries in females. Gonads produce special sex cells called gametes, that is, sperms, in males and ova or eggs in females. To proceed further with male reproductive system, first of all, see this chart. Now, it will be very easy to understand male reproductive system. There are two main types of organs. Essential organs, which produce sperms and hormone, and accessory organs, which play some type of supportive role. The sperm-producing organs are called essential organs and are a pair of testes. Now let us study testes. Testes are a pair of oval organs in a thin pouch of skin called scrotum in man. Each testes is about 4.5 cm long, 2.5 cm wide and 3 cm thickness, having weight about 10 to 15 grams. During development, they are present in abdomen below kidneys up to 7th month. Later on, they descend into the scrotum through inguinal canal. If the testes fail to descend down into scrotum, they get degenerated and cause sterility, that is, incapability to produce sperms. In the scrotum, temperature is 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than body temperature. It is necessary for the maturation of sperms. Each testis is encapsulated in a wide, fibrous, connective tissue layer called tunica albuginea. This capsular wall invaginates, dividing the testes into 200 to 300 small compartments called lobules. In each lobule are present two types of structures which help in reproduction. Now, let us study first structure which help in reproduction, that is seminiferous tubules. In each lobule are present 1 to 3 tightly coiled very fine tubules called seminiferous tubules. The cells of these tubules keep on dividing and produce sperms by the process called spermatogenesis. Kids, let us study the second structure, which is essential for reproduction. Interstitial cells or Leydig cells. Between the seminiferous tubules are present groups of rounded cells called interstitial or Leydig cells. These cells secrete male hormone called testosterone. This hormone is must for the production of sperms and male sex act. Failure to produce testosterone causes impotency. Now come the turn of accessory organs, means all those organs which play supportive role in reproduction. These are genital ducts, glands, supporting organs. Genital ducts. These ducts carry the sperms produced in seminiferous tubules out of body. The genital ducts include a pair of epididymides, a pair of vasa differentia, a pair of ejaculatory ducts, and urethra. Epididymides. These are a pair of highly coiled, thin tubes, 6 to 7 meters in length, which are so closely set that it is reduced to an oval structures on the upper and posterior side of the testes. In addition to transportation of sperms to vas deferens, it also helps the sperms to attain maturity. Vasa differentia. It is also called sperm duct, having 45 cm length. Each sperm duct arises from posterior end of epididymides and moves upwards. It passes out of the scrotum through inguinal canal. It joins a duct from seminal vesicle of its own side to form ejaculatory duct. Ejaculatory ducts. These are formed on the either side of urinary bladder by the fusion of vas deferens and a duct from seminal vesicle. They pass through prostate gland and open into urethra. Urethra. It is a narrow, about 18 to 20 centimeter long passage that starts from the base of urinary bladder. It traverses through the prostate gland and penis. It is a common passage for both the urine as well as semen. Accessory glands. These glands are associated with the reproductive system of man. These secrete certain secretions that serve to nourish, transport, and mature the sperms. These glands are a pair of seminal vesicles, prostate gland, a pair of Cowper's glands, seminal vesicles. These are a pair of tubular structure present behind the narrow lower part of urinary bladder on either side. The seminal vesicles secrete an alkaline fluid that mixed with the sperms to form spermatic fluid or semen. Prostate gland. It is situated inferior to bladder, encircling urethra. Its function is to secrete a thin, milky, alkaline fluid that increase the motility and fertility of sperms. Bulbourethral glands or Cowper's glands. These are two pea-sized bodies situated on either side of urethra, a little inferior to prostate gland. They secrete an alkaline mucus fluid, which is added to semen. Supporting organs. These organs help in sexual activities and include scrotum or penis. Scrotum. It is a thin pouch of skin that houses the testes. It maintains the temperature 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than body temperature, which is necessary for the maturation of sperms. Penis. The penis is an erectile intermittent organ. The tip of penis is called glans penis and covered by skin called prepuce. In erectile condition during intercourse, it enters vagina and releases semen through ejaculations. Male reproductive system is incomplete without the study of sperm. Now, let us study sperm, the male gamete. The sperms are produced in seminiferous tubules of the testes by the process called spermatogenesis. It consists of 4 parts. Head. At the top of head is present a small structure called acrosome. The head contains one haploid nucleus called male pronucleus. Neck. It is a very small, present between head and middle piece and contains 2 centrioles. One centriole is present near the nucleus called proximal centriole. The other centriole is present towards the middle piece and called distal centriole. Middle piece. It is present below neck and contains spiral sheath of mitochondria, which provide energy for the beating of the tail. Tail. Large whip-like structure, longer than the head. By the beating of tail, the sperm is able to reach up to the ovum for fertilization.